Welcome back. My name is Dak, and today in this video we're playing another game of chess. And as usual, I like to play the Ponziani Opening. I feel like this is the very first time I've been playing for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now, maybe 5 months. And the first time I really feel like the Ponziani really came through. I felt comfortable the whole way in what I was doing. I'd also like to do a shout out to Eric Rosen, International Master. I watched his videos on this several times, and this is where I got the inspiration for it. So here we go. I was playing with white, and you can see already what happened if you're going ahead, but I moved my kingside pawn up in the e4 position. They respond the way you're supposed to. Normally, they bring their king's pawn up to e5. I do my knight forward, they respond with their knight, and now the computer obviously wants me to move into a different opening, something I'm not comfortable with. Not looking to do a Roy Lopez, I'm looking to do a Ponziani. So I move my up to the c3 position with this pawn, and I don't think they move with the pawn. I think they move their knight out. All right, so from there I know, okay, I'm going to the Ponziani. Let's go. And this obviously is where I found myself in a lot of these type games. Like oftentimes they bring the bishop out beforehand. They often do a lot of different things, but in this one they actually took so I move this up, they take. All right, so I take back, and then they take with the knight. All right, so as you can see, black has an advantage, but instead of panicking, I'm like, I believe, according to Ponziani and what Eric Rosen saw me, move up with the pawn. So that's what I do. And so I do that. I move the pawn up, and then my opponent spends a little time. I mean, we've been going pretty fast. We're going up in time. This is the first time he spends some time thinking. It spends 30 seconds, and then moves the knight back. At this point, I'm like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. So I move my knight up as well, trying to get up into this position. Because what often happens is this square right here becomes, very important, and I usually don't have my knight there, so I wanted to have it in a position. So they bring their pawn forward to put pressure on my knight, and I'm like, great. I could have done the queen, put a check on there, and come and taken the knight. That occurred to me as well, but I was like, I want to go for the true trap. I want to use my bishop instead. So that's what I do. I go for a bishop. They move forward with a pawn. I take the pawn. They respond by taking with the other pawn, and then at this point, the bar has moved significantly. White has a huge advantage. They're falling into the trap. So I take with my knight, putting pressure now on the queen. And having a discovered check coming up if I were to move it. So they take back with their knight, and now I'm like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I come here, I take the knight, putting a check and a double fork in this direction, and that's what I do. And at this point, my opponent resigns. I was kind of surprised. Usually I expect them to continue playing. I was expecting what the computer's saying, bring the bishop down. And my first temptation is to take the rook, but I know that I'm supposed to take the knight instead, gaining a piece. And so just to play it out, let's say they had moved there, I would have gone, and at this point I would have had pretty substantial advantage. I would have been up 3 points in material. They would have moved something like this, and then I could have castled. I could move here for a discovered check. I could do a lot of things. There's a lot of, move up one right here. There's a lot of room, a lot of attacking pieces. So, anyways, just want to share my very first Ponziani that really went according to plan. And yeah, thanks, Eric Rosen. All right, take care.